Good morning, students. Students, we are doing the chapter The World of Living, in which we have completed all the topics, that is, characters of living things, difference between living and non living, then classification of plants and animals, and importance of plants and animals in our daily life. Today, I am going to explain the exercises of this chapter. Exercise A, as usual, is it is the fill in the blanks. And question number 1 of this exercise is plants, animals, and human beings are collectively known as you know, they are known as living beings. So we will write living beings here. In the blank, we will write living being. Question number 2, amoeba is a dash organism. You have to write unicellular or multicellular here. So what we will write? We will write amoeba is a unicellular organism. In this blank, we will write unicellular. In question number 3, the process used by plants to synthesize their own food is known as. The process by which plants prepare their own food is known as photosynthesis. So we will write photosynthesis in this blank. In question number 4, all living organisms respond to various kinds of, as we know, all living things respond to various kind of stimuli. So we will write stimuli here. In question number 5, dash are very small plants. We know that very small plants are known as herbs. So we will write herbs in the blank question number 5. Once again, in the blank of question number 1, living being. In the blank of question number 2, unicellular. In the blank of question number 3, photosynthesis. In question number 4, stimuli. And in question number 5, herbs. In exercise B, we have to write true or false for the statements. The first statement is amoeba is a plant. It is false because amoeba is an animal. In question number 2, living organisms exhibit many variations due to their habitat and habits. Yes, it is correct. So we will write true in second statement. In number 3, many non-living things can be molded in different forms or shapes. It is correct. So we will write true here. All living things die. This is fourth statement. Yes, all living things are having fixed lifespan. So we will write true for this statement. In question number 5, lotus is an example of a hydrophyte. It is also correct. So we will write true. In question number 6, invertebrates do not possess a backbone. This is also correct. So we will write true in for this statement also. Amoeba is a plant. It is false. Living organisms exhibit many variations due to their habitats and habit. True. Many non-living things can be molded in different forms or shapes. True. All living things die. True. Lotus is an example of a hydrophyte. True. Invertebrates do not possess a backbone. True. In exercise C, we have to take the correct option. Question number 1 is which of these statements is true for plants? There are 4 options. Non-green plants are autotrophic. Green plants are autotrophic. All plants are heterotrophic. And all non-green plants are saprophytes. Option number 2, green plants are autotrophic is correct. Question number 2, which of the following plants belongs to the category of shrubs? The options are mango, rose, neem, and tulsi. The correct option is rose. Question number 3, which one among these is not a flowering plant? The options are grasses, algae, rose, and mango. Algae is the correct option. This is a non-flowering plant. Biennial plants, question number 4. Biennial plants are those plants which live for, the options are many years, 3 years, 2 years, and 1 year. The correct option is 2 years. In question number 5, all living organisms have, the 4 options are bones, feathers, cells, and stems. Option number 3, that is cells, is correct. So we will write cells here. In question number 6, Which of these is an invertebrates? The options are snail, sparrow, cobra, and frog. Snail is the correct option, so we will take in snail. Now, exercise D, in which we have to answer the questions in brief. Question number 1 is name any three important characteristics of living beings. There are so many characteristics, we have to write only three. So, we can write all the living things are made up of cells. Living things require food and water. Living things move. These are the three characteristics which we can write in this answer. In question number 2, state the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs. The organisms which can prepare their own food are known as autotrophs. Example, green plants. Heterotrophs. The organisms which cannot prepare their own food, they depend upon others for their food, are known as heterotrophs. Once again, autotrophs are the organisms which can prepare their own food like green plants, and heterotrophs, the organisms which cannot prepare their own food, they depend upon others for their food, they are known as heterotrophs. For example, animals. In question number 3, we have to give two examples each of annual, biennial, and perennial plants. Annual plants, crops, grains, and vegetables. Biennial plants, radish, turnip, and perennial plants, mango, apple. Once again, annual plants, crops, and vegetables. Biennial plants, radish, turnip, and perennial plants, mango, apple. Now, question number 4. Give two examples each of animals which reproduce by laying eggs and by giving birth to young ones. The first one, by laying eggs. The animals which reproduce by laying eggs are birds and fishes. Birds and fishes are the examples of the animals which reproduce by laying eggs and by giving birth to young ones. The examples are human being, cow. Now, question number 5. Give two examples each of vertebrates and invertebrates. Two examples of vertebrates are human being, fish. Two examples of invertebrates are earthworm, cockroach. Once again, two examples of vertebrates are human being and fish, and two examples of invertebrates are earthworm and cockroach. Now, the next question is write the names of any four useful products obtained from plants. There are so many products, you have to write any four like oxygen, fruits, vegetables, medicines. These are the four useful products that we obtain from plants. So, students, we have completed exercise A, B, C, and D today. We will discuss the answers of the questions of exercise E tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day.